Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are in downtown Miami in the Brickell neighborhood. It's actually known as the wealthiest neighborhood in all of Miami. This is where all your influencers live and, $1 million one-bedroom condos. So today we're going to be walking around the city, exploring a little bit, getting some food, getting some coffee, and seeing how the 1% live in downtown Miami. So I'm excited to share it with you and come along and explore Miami with me. So I think the first thing we're gonna do is head over to the city center, walk over there, then we're gonna go across the bridge to a little island called, I think it's like Brickell Key. And yeah, check that out. All right, let's start moving. This part of the city is unreal. They've just been building. It didn't look like this 10 years ago. It is huge now. I've stayed down here a few times. Usually when I come visit Miami, I get a hotel right in Brickell. And it's definitely the place to be. It's fun, hyper expensive though. It's like $30 cocktails. But look at these fucking giant buildings. A lot of them have rooftop bars. So we'll try to get in a rooftop bar. Feels like you're in Grand Theft Auto when you're here. So this is like the Wall Street basically of Miami. This is like the big financial hub. A lot of bankers work here, insurance companies. And then it's mixed with, like all the influencers and shit. So we're almost at the center now. A lot of places to eat, hang out. Something special about this place. It's cool, it's like you're in a big giant major city, but water runs through it. And the weather's great, and everyone's got boats. It's kind of like how in Fort Lauderdale we had all the canals, but Brickell has a couple that run through it too. I was actually here on the 4th of July last year. It was awesome. Got to see all the fireworks. They do a really good show here in downtown. Very fun. All right, we've almost made it to the center now. So if you notice, there's a monorail that runs through the city of Miami. It's pretty cool. I mean, I've talked about this before, but Florida has some good public infrastructure. Trains that run, from Miami all the way to Orlando, or Miami to Tampa, West Palm to Tampa. And obviously once you're here, plenty of public transport that'll take you around on the monorail. So we made it, guys. Look at this. Huge. I actually think I stayed in this hotel last time I was here. So we're gonna walk around the block a little bit, and then we're gonna go to Brickell Key, and I think just get some coffee and a nap and just hang out for a minute and check out the water. This is the type of shit you're gonna see in Brickell. America's first Dolce & Gabbana residencies and hotel. Imagine rolling up to your Dolce & Gabbana condo building right in the center of Miami. It's fucking crazy. The money here is nuts. Like I said, this is where like a bunch of athletes and influencers live. I think like all the Nelk boys, if you guys follow the Nelk boys, I'm pretty sure a lot of them live in Brickell. It's kind of just a happening neighborhood, and you're close to everything. You're right over the bridge from South Beach. Not that people usually go there, and I mean, it's easy to get around. All right, let's keep walking around the neighborhood, see if we can find anything interesting. It's pretty early in the day, so it's a little quiet, but you'll still see people out and about. Some nice cars rolling around, some Lamborghinis, some Porsches. So we'll do a loop, then we're gonna head back to Key Brickell and grab some coffee and food. All right, let's try to cross here. It's a beautiful neighborhood though. For being such a big city, it's pretty mild, it's pretty chill. Like, it's not that noisy. And you got all these $1 million condos, and then you got, homeless people. Like every major city, sleeping in the park, but I feel like it's not as many. I mean, there's a lot of cities where the homeless problem is out of control. Florida does a decent job, especially Miami, of kicking them out of these $1 million neighborhoods. No rich person wants to see homeless people pissing all over themselves, but it's still a reality of it. All right, let's keep walking. Insane. And they're not stopping. There's like a crazy housing shortage right now in South Florida, so they keep putting up condos. Look at this. Oh shit, that's so funny. All right, we're gonna take a walk around and head back. That's a crazy color. I don't think I've ever seen a Porsche with that color. All right, we've made it to the bridge. Look at this. It's crazy. Just a fucking giant major city with all these condos and buildings, and then people just taking their boats out right in the bay, in the harbor right here. Crazy. Got some big yachts down there parked up. Sick. Look at that view. Insane. Wish I had a boat. Fuck. I never wanted a boat until I lived here. Now I'm ready to freaking rip it up. Alright, we made it across. I think there's like a little park over here I might try to stop by, but I think we should just walk around along the water right here. Get some good shots and see a little bit of the island. Let me check the map. I feel like nothing is fucking loading. All these buildings are fucking with the Wi-Fi. Brickell Key, Baywalk, temporary closed. Alright, so we can't even walk. How did that bitch get down there? Alright, so we're gonna walk around and try to sneak our way to the Baywalk. Yeah, so here we are, everyone. Brickell Key. So right across that little bridge from downtown Brickell. It feels like you're almost like in a gated community. Feels a little, way more chill. A lot more quiet and relaxed. More nature, because in Brickell, I read somewhere that there's like barely even like a square foot of grass. Here, it's like there's more grass, more trees, less dense. And it's only like 200 feet away, essentially. So let's walk around. I want to do the Baywalk and just kind of check out the area a little bit. And then we're gonna head back downtown and try to find a rooftop bar so we can get a better view of the city. Alright, we decided to do stop number one. We found a little Italian place right here in Brickell Key. Let's get what are we gonna get? We'll get some cheese and maybe like a glass of champagne. We'll just relax for a minute and take it in and just hang out and enjoy the day. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful November day here in Miami. Just a check, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, so that was nice. A little, we had a little burrata and a glass of champagne to get our spirits up and our energy levels up. So far, Brickell Key has been pretty cool. It's chill. You can tell, I mean, there's not like much to do. Obviously, you just go to Brickell for that. But to live, yeah, it's quiet, it's chill. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna head back down the Brickell. So, I mean, just some history about Brickell. I know we said we weren't really sure what we were doing, but I found a couple spots we can still go to. But yeah, Brickell was founded in 1872 by William and Mary Brickell, and it was set up as a trading post. So just think, long before all these buildings and luxury shops, it was literally just a trading post owned by a husband and wife. And then eventually, I think in the late 1800s, it became like Millionaires Row. Brickell Avenue, which we're gonna walk to, used to be all the winter homes for all the millionaires in America that would vacation and live part-time in Florida. But now it's all giant condo buildings, but we'll walk that after. But first, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna walk back over the bridge and we're gonna go to it's called like the Miami Circle. It's a little circle that is from the Tequesta tribe. The Tequesta tribe, the Native Americans that used to live in Miami prior to Europeans coming here. And there's like a little landmark for it and a little park. So I think history-wise, we should go check it out, and then we'll be on our way to Brickell Avenue. So let's walk back across the bridge. It's actually right over here, which is perfect. Let's go. Oh shit, the bridge is up. That's cool. Hopefully we can walk over and catch it before it closes. So right here, we're going a little bit north. We're going to that Miami Circle. And once we get up here on the right, the W Hotel is up here, which is a great hotel. I've stayed there a few times. Said this is a good place to stay. South Beach is like, it's like a tourist trap, and the people that are from Miami don't really go there. It's just all people from like Atlanta. So if you want to experience kind of real Miami, come down to this neighborhood, hang out, go to one of the many rooftop bars and restaurants. It's definitely, yeah, see the W's right here. Yup, nice spot. And then over here is where they did the fireworks on 4th of July, which was amazing. Oh, let's check it out. I messed up. I thought it was over the bridge. It's actually next to the bridge, next to the W Hotel. It's like you think this is a private entrance, which it kind of is, but it must be public because it's like public access to this waterway, which is cool. We'll get to walk along the water right now. So I think it's up here. This is all faded, so I don't, yeah. Brickell Point, many Coulters, no historical milestones. Yeah, it's all fucking faded, that sucks. Miami Circle, so it must be just this. Yeah, National Historic Landmark. Post holes, foundation, wooden structure by the ancestors of the Tequesta people. Okay, yeah, so this is like a legitimate historical site. Cool. Interesting, I didn't know this was here. Here, let's take a walk along the water. We can see all the cruise ships over there. Look at these yachts. See, some of these are mixed use, so there'll be hotels and condos, so people like pull it up and maybe even live there or just are docking temporarily. Unbelievable, right? It's like, you never realize how expensive yachts are. Like, that one is probably like $60 million. It's unbelievable. The amount of wealth you gotta have, plus like to run it every single day, like the fuel cost, the staff, it's insane. It's insane. Look at these. Yeah, this one's faded too. That sucks. It's weird because Miami's so nice, and I feel like they keep everything nice, keep it like upkept. But yeah, to have those signs of the historic landmark be faded kind of stinks. Oh, here we go. This one you can read. Oh, there's two you can read. Nice. Save our Stonehenge. So it's like their version of Stonehenge. Wow. Symbol of unity, wholeness, and infinity. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so it's like they said, their version of Stonehenge. It's insane to have it be right here in between, surrounded by these giant fucking skyscrapers. It's unbelievable. Yeah, this was, like I said, Brickell was like a trading port, so it's just talking about the trade here. Look at how beautiful. Well, that's under construction. Insane. Look at all those boats out there. This at Fort Lauderdale, and obviously on the East Coast, it's like here at Fort Lauderdale, like the two ports for like cruise ships. But look at that, that's insane. I've actually never been on a cruise, so maybe one of these videos will do that eventually. Once we move down here full time, maybe we'll take a cruise. I want to do the Margaritaville cruise so bad, just because Jimmy Buffett is like obviously a legend in Florida. All right, guys, let's go walk down Brickell Avenue and kind of check out where all the winter homes used to be for the millionaires before it turned into skyscrapers. All right, everyone, we made it back to Brickell Ave. So if you can imagine, this used to just be a strip of homes, and now look at it. It is transformed into a megapolis, something. But it's hard to believe that, you know, 100 years ago, it was single-family homes that was used for vacation. Now it's turned into Manhattan, basically. I'm sure if you were to look at Brickell, like I said, even 10 years ago, it would not look like this. They put these buildings up fast. Just goes to show how much it's growing in Florida right now. All right, let's cross the street and walk over here and check some things out. Got another big building about to be put in, I'm sure. They'll probably demolish some old building that was there, and they're probably gonna put up something as big as that. All right, so we're still on Brickell Ave. Like I said, the strip that used to be homes to all the winter homes for all the millionaires. We're actually gonna walk backwards towards the W because I wanted to go to a rooftop bar. Oh, see that right there? If you haven't seen my my video in Wynwood Walls, that's where the Museum of Graffiti is. I've been in there before. I didn't take the camera in there. They don't have a lot of cameras, so but I show where it is. It's cool. So yeah, I wanted to go to a rooftop bar, and obviously there's not too many open right now because it's during the day. But I wanted to do it during the day so we could see the skyline, and it said one of them is here at the W, and I figured since it's close, we'll just walk over this way. We kind of just did like a big circle today and walked a lot of Brickell. Just looking at the architecture, the environment, super fun. So we'll go back up here and then we'll cross back to the W. That's where we came from. All right, we made it. Let's try to find our way upstairs. Not sure where it is. We'll check it out. Look at this hidden room. Cool. All right, the woman said it's on the 15th floor. The W Miami. Oh, it's been like 2 years since I've been here. W 15. All right, we're going to the top. Can we even go here? Hello, can I sit outside?
Outside is closed.
It's closed?
Yes.
Oh, okay. There we go. Well, that sucks. The outdoor's closed. So, I mean, I'll try to shoot more stuff through the window so we can get a view. Maybe we'll go to another stop after this. I think there's one it's like a 15-minute walk, which isn't bad. I'll do it. But let's get a drink here and chill for a minute, and then maybe we'll walk to the other one. It's another daytime bar. And we'll have like a rooftop view facing like the Brickell skyline, so that'd be cool. All right, since we couldn't go outside, we'll try to get a little peek. So let's go to another rooftop bar. It's like a 15-minute walk. We'll try to huff it. Just so we can get a view of Brickell skyline, then we'll probably end the video. Now look what we have here. You see that? That's a fucking Salt Bae's restaurant. Steakhouse that he's been closing them because they're just insanely expensive and the food sucks. It was like $300 minimum for like a tiny little steak, so that's fucking crazy. I forgot that I was down here. I just haven't been down this way in a while. It's so funny. Has anyone been there? Let me know in the comments if you have, and if it's good or not. Heard it was horrible. Well, look what we found, a little park. 1913, it's a Miami Citizens Health Preserve, 5 acres of the hammock as jungle park. Wow. Let's take a walk through this. This seems pretty cool. Simpson Rockland Preserve Park. Sweet. Stay on the trail. Wow. See, I'm a fucking idiot. I said there was no grass in Brickell. Fuck grass. They have a whole jungle, apparently. This is pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of where we were in Fort Lauderdale, right, guys? When we got off the boat and hopped in that state park. Very similar. Less bugs over here, though. Thank God. We're right by the rooftop bar, but I figured crabwoods. It's all just like the local fauna. This is awesome. You can still hear the hustle and bustle of the city behind us, but it's cool to have like a little nature trail right in the middle of the city. We're not far. We're literally like 2 blocks away from where we were at like the W. Well, more than that, probably like 4 or 5 blocks, but still, it's insanely close. So once we walk through here, we're gonna head to the next rooftop bar and call it a day. This is awesome though, and I say this in every video when it comes to Florida. They really do a good job protecting the environment. I feel like they get like a bad rap of being like, I don't know, just something about people, you know what I mean about Florida. People just look at it like it's dirty and they don't give a fuck. They just care about diesel fuel and, I don't know, boating and gas and drugs and alcohol. But it is a beautiful state and they do a lot to protect it and the animals here. Main Trail Garden Center. How big is this? I don't want to get fucking lost. Uh-oh. Figure out how I get back. I'm literally just taking turns without really thinking. I'm sure there's an exit over here, I hope. I'm sure homeless people live in here. I feel like I would. You're not sleeping on the street, but there's probably some insane animals in here. I'd probably be freaked out at night. This guy just hanging out. Main trail, northeast gate. What the fuck is over here? What the fuck? Oh man, they probably did something for Halloween here. That makes total sense. A fucking giant skeleton. That kind of low-key scared me when I turned the corner. It's like, what the fuck is that? Holy shit. Hopefully we can get out. Okay. A little spooky over here there, Sonny. Oh shit, look at the fish. Oh, those fish are huge. Holy shit. Freshwater ponds, not part of the original landscape. Damn, that's cool. Hopefully we can get out. Because I don't want to have to walk all the way back. Oh yeah, I think that's a gate right there. Alright, good. Except we're right by the rooftop bar, which is pretty cool. Yeah, can we get out this way? Hello? Can you get out this way? No? No. Oh, okay. No. Shit. Alright. Alright, I guess we're going back to where we started. Fuck. People are like all freaked out. Looking at me all crazy. Alright, let's go find our way back. Alright, we found our way out of there. Took a minute, but I almost forgot which way I came in, so it took me a second to figure it out. GPS says the rooftop bar is right here on the left. Let's take a look. 3 minutes away. Yeah, right over here. And then we'll have a good look at like the Brickell skyline behind us. And the cityscape. I'm pretty stoked about that. Hopefully this one's actually open and I'm able to get a good view, because the last one wasn't, and that sucked. Alright. There's another one of those fucking robots. I've seen like 15 more off camera that I haven't filmed because I feel like it's losing its novelty, right? I mean, I've showed you guys like 3 already, so it doesn't matter. But it says one of them was like human operated, so is there just like some Indian sitting behind a desk overseas driving it? Probably. All right, we're about to be there. All right, we made it. I couldn't open the door. I felt like such a fucking idiot. I needed the key. Damn. The Brickell skyline. So that's the nature preserve. That's where we were just walking. We came in like over there, or yeah, I think we came in over there and walked basically down to there. Isn't that sick? What a view. All right, let's go grab a drink and then sit down and chill for a minute. All right, we just got the drink. Let's sit over here so we can get a good view. Nice. There we go. Turn this thing around. Oh my god, I almost just knocked out my drink. Alright guys, that's going to be it from me from the rooftop in Brickell, Miami. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment. I really appreciate it. All the engagement helps. And until the next one, peace.